Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping into a project that's asking a pretty wild question. What if all the time and money you sink into a video game actually built real-world value for you? We are diving headfirst into Cornucopias, a massive player-owned metaverse that's trying to do just that. It's a really fascinating glimpse into what could be the future of gaming. So here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll explore what the world of Cornucopias actually looks and feels like. Then, we'll get into how it completely flips the script on who owns what in a game. After that, we'll look at the 5 different ways you can earn, dig into the COPI token that fuels the whole thing, and then we'll wrap it all up with why this is such a big deal. All right, let's kick it off. Section 1. A new world awaits. So, what kind of world are we actually talking about here? Okay, so picture this. Massive chunks of Earth, literally ripped from the ground, are now floating high up in the sky, and each one is sealed inside these giant high-tech domes. That's the world of Cornucopias. It's not just one place, but a whole system of these floating islands, each with its own vibe, its own climate, and just waiting for you to explore. Now, on a technical level, Cornucopias is a massive multiplayer RPG. It's built using Unreal Engine 5, so yeah, it's designed to look absolutely incredible. But beautiful graphics aren't the real story here. The secret sauce, the thing that changes everything, is the blockchain technology working behind the scenes. And that totally redefines what it means to be a player. Which brings us perfectly to Section 2, Power to the Player. This is where we stop talking about just spending money in a game and start talking about owning a piece of it. You know, it's a really good question. For decades, we as gamers have poured billions of dollars into things like skins, weapons, all sorts of digital items that we never actually own, right? If the game company decides to shut down the servers, poof, it's all gone. That value just vanishes. Cornucopias is basically built on the idea that that whole model is broken. And this is the core difference. The old way was a one-way street. You give a developer your money, and they give you an item that's trapped in their game forever. But the Cornucopias model is completely different. The assets you get, the items you create, they're NFTs. And all that really means is you have a digital deed of ownership, like a pink slip for your car, that proves on the blockchain that this item is 100% yours. You can keep it, you can sell it, you can trade it, it's yours. So what this really means is that your time, your skill, the creativity you put into the game, it can all create assets that have tangible, real-world value. You're not just a customer anymore. You become an owner, an entrepreneur, an active part of this living, breathing economy. Okay, Section 3, 5 paths to earning. So this is the big question, right? If you can own valuable stuff in the game, how do you actually, get it? Turns out there's more than just one way to make your mark. The whole economy is built around these 5 main ideas. You've got play and earn, which is what you'd expect, doing quests. There's build and earn for all the crafters out there. There's even learn and earn in special educational areas. And then there's stake and earn and host and earn for people who support the network. It's a system that's really designed to reward all kinds of different people for contributing in different ways. Let's just dig a little deeper into that build and earn one for a second. Imagine you're out in the world. You gather some raw materials, and you use your skills to craft them into a unique sword, or maybe some custom furniture, or even an entire building. In this world, those aren't just pixels. They are NFTs that you, the player, created, and you can sell them on the open marketplace, turning your digital craftsmanship into actual currency. All right, Section 4, the COPI token economy. So what makes this whole economic engine run? Let's take a look at the fuel. The COPI token. The team behind Cornucopias put it perfectly themselves. They said running a token economy is like running a small country. And it's so true. You can't just create a currency and hope it works out. You have to carefully manage things like supply, demand, and how you incentivize people, all to build something that's meant to last. So what exactly is the COPI token? Well, simply put, it is the lifeblood of this entire world. It's the money you use to buy and sell things in the marketplace, it's the reward you get for participating, and it even gives you a say, a vote. in how the game evolves over time. Now, to keep that economy healthy and active, a huge chunk of all the tokens are set aside in a reward pool. And the main thing to see on this chart here is that massive slice, a full 55%, is designed to go directly back to the players through in-game activities. The rest is used strategically to reward people who help secure the network and make sure trading is smooth. And holding the token isn't just some theoretical thing. It gives you real practical perks. By staking, which is kind of like locking up your COPI to show you're committed to the project, you get actual discounts on the marketplace fees. As you can see, the more you put in, the more you save. It's pretty straightforward. And here we go. This number is absolutely crucial. The total supply of COPI tokens is capped. It's fixed at just under 3.84 billion. That's it, forever. Unlike real-world money where governments can just print more, no more COPI can ever be created. This is designed so that if the game's economy grows, this built-in scarcity helps protect the token's value over the long run. Okay, final section. Section 5, why this matters. Let's zoom out a little bit. Beyond just this one game, what's the bigger picture here? Why should we even be paying attention to a project like this? So let's boil it all down. What Cornucopias really is? It's where these 4 huge ideas all crash together. You've got a massive world that's driven by its players. You've got the revolutionary idea of true digital ownership. You have multiple, different ways to earn actual value. And it's all wrapped up in an economic model that is designed from the ground up to be sustainable. It's like a blueprint for a whole new way of living our digital lives. And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. Projects like this are on the absolute bleeding edge, trying to fuse entertainment with real economics. The big question for all of us is, does this represent a real sustainable future for how we interact and own things online? Or is it just a new kind of digital gold rush that'll eventually fizzle out? Honestly, only time will tell. But it is without a doubt a fascinating space to watch. Thanks for joining this explainer.